Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to another video. All right, listen, I need to, because I am really trying to do better with my finances. I want to go ahead and start track my cash envelopes, see what I have left, because I am getting paid from my second job this week. So I want to see how my finances are looking and how much money I have left from my paycheck last week. All right, let me move my tea over and let's get into this. So, as far as this goes, my pay date was 8/5. My paycheck amount was $2,250.98. And for cash, we are just going to be tracking my cash because the only bill that I had on that paycheck was my mortgage. All right. So, cash on hand, I think I did 200. Nope, I did more than 200. I did, where's my calculator? I did, I'm adding this up. I did 25 for allowance, 30 for dining out. I did end up pulling out gas, which was 50. I had 90 for grocery. I didn't pull out for the lawn care. And then I pulled out an extra 5 for my unexpected. So I pulled out $200 for my expense, my variables. So first things first, I got paid on the 5th. I did have a protective style in my hair, so I had to go to the store to get some stuff for it. So an 8/5 category is part of my allowance. Oh, you know what? Let me stretch you guys in so you can see. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay. So allowance, that was on hair product, and I needed hand soap, which was like $1 and something. So I just left it under allowance. So hand soap. And I spent $14.98, which now my allowance was $25, right? So 25 minus the $14.98, that left me with $10.02. Okay, so next, man, why do I think I recorded this video already? Okay, so next is dining out, which was 8/6/26. I did dine out, and I went to Chipotle, and I spent, listen, I was not expecting that thing to be $18. Not in no kind of way. All right, so I had put $30 towards dining out, so I spent 18, which left me with $12. Okay, the next was on the 7th, which was a Friday, and I was off from work, so I ended up going to Goodwill. So this is going to come out of unexpected. And I went to Goodwill, and I ended up buying a tissue holder for my bathroom. So tissue holder, and I bought me a coffee cup. I bleached it and cleaned it and everything, so it's good. But it's so funny because if you notice, my theme is like this greenish color. So I ended up finding this cup for like $1. Isn't it? I wish I could show you the side without spilling my tea over. Okay, so total I spent there was $10.68. Unexpected had $11.60. So out of the $11.60 minus $10.68, 92 cents. I'm just gonna round it up to like $1. Just gonna round that right on up. Okay. Next was, while I was out, this is why I don't, this is what I have to learn to control. because now I ate out Thursday because I was off from work. And then I ate out again on Friday because I was off from work. And I don't even eat McDonald's. But it was close by the Goodwill, and I forgot to eat breakfast before I hit those streets. So I spent $12.08 at McDonald's, which pushed me over by 8 cents in my eating out. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous, because I don't eat McDonald's. Like, it's very rare that you'll catch me eating McDonald's. Next, okay, so then I ended up going to the grocery store, which was right there as well. I ended up going, so we're going to do grocery and Walmart. And I spent $19.95. So I still had $70.05 for grocery. You know what? I'm sitting here thinking, like, I should be opening my envelopes to show you, like, that money is gone and how I spent it. I feel like I showed you guys the Walmart one already, but that was the $14.98. That was from Walmart. And then, all right, let me keep going, and you'll see. Just hold on. All right. So next, I ended up Friday. Maybe that's what was wrong, because Friday night was the viewing for my coworker. So these little food trucks are funny, because afterwards there was a guy out there and he was selling conch salad. And let me tell you, I don't even eat conch like that. But what I did realize is when I'm with my friends and so forth, they were buying conch salad. So guess what? I bought a conch salad and it was so nasty. It was. I didn't like it at all. But I bought it not because I wanted it, but because they were buying it as well. And I just bought it for no reason. It was I think I threw most of it out, which was totally a waste of my $10. So I spent $10, which left me with like 2 cents for allowance. That, I promise you, that was so nasty. So nasty. Okay, next. Then my son came in town that morning, the next morning on the 8th, and I ended up buying him something to eat. So on the 8th, I pulled it from unexpected because I was not expecting this. Now, mind you, I did not have enough money for unexpected, even though this is the category it's going in. I pulled $20 from gas. So I took $20 out of my gas envelope and moved to unexpected. Food for son. And it was $20. So unexpected is over, but I'm gonna say, how do I want to put this? Now I have $30 left for gas. I think that's how you write it. I'm trying. I am really, really trying to get this, like, I want to get in the habit of doing this so I can figure out what it is. Okay, so next, on the 9th, Sunday. So Sunday, when I knew I was going back to work, I normally go to the grocery store and load up for stuff to have at work, lunch, breakfast, snacks, and all that stuff. So I ended up going to the grocery store, going to Publix, and I spent 70, where's that receipt? Where is the grocery? Publix. 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 That was for Walmart. All right, so for Publix, I spent $71.73, which means I went over by $1.68. So that tells you that I had to pull it from a different envelope. So my Walmart one, my Walmart actually was $19.99. I thought it was $19.95. Oops. Okay. And then, so let's see. So now I should have, I know I don't have, okay, let me move this over. And I'm sorry if I feel like, I'm all over the place, but I am trying to get this right. All right, so nothing back to the bank. Me time is my allowance. That is empty. Dining out is empty. Nothing for family. Gas, I still have, I should have 30. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And the reason I don't have 30 is because if you remember when I did my cash envelope stuffing, or my stuffing of my cash envelopes, I left some money in the bank that was part of unexpected, because unexpected I had $11 and I had pulled out 5 and left the other 6. So honestly, I only have $28 left for gas because I went over here. Okay, so giving, I didn't pull anything out. Grocery is now in, look, I got a penny. I got a penny. All right. Hair is nothing. Household didn't budget anything. And miscellaneous was at $5 that I used at Goodwill. And then hair, nothing. Household, nothing. And nothing for miscellaneous. Okay. So, as you can tell, I only have gas left. I have, so for, let me put my notes here. I have $22 in cash for gas. And I'm not, you know what? I'm not even going to add in the $6 because I'm telling you I'm not going to use it. But I am going to pull 20 from my next paycheck for my second job and add that back into gas so I can fill up my tank, my gas tank. All right. So this is what I did. And what I noticed for me is categories that I need to watch. I need to watch my allowance. And I need to watch my unexpected. I would have still had the 20, but my son came in town, and I'm sorry. I am going to do what I'm going to do when it comes to my kids. But yeah, so that was the first week of August. I'm just glad that I was able to track it because sometimes I worry about the cash envelopes. All right, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for continuing to support me. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I pray you have a wonderful day, night, whenever you're watching, and that you continue to be blessed. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.